Hello, and welcome back to Luminous's Intuitive Talks, where we receive divine messages, advice, warnings, things we'd like to hear, and things we'd rather not. So let's go ahead and get into today's messages and episode. All right, so today I want to talk about a very sensitive topic. Okay, um, again, if you guys don't know from the last video that I had posted, I need you guys to excuse me. My throat is a little sore. I've come down with something, so that's why I'm laying down. But I feel like this is a important topic, so I want to go ahead and get right into that. So, if you guys could just excuse me, I may sound a little raspy. I'm not feeling too well, but just bear with me and we can go ahead and get on with this topic. So, today's topic and discussion will be about breaking generational curses. Okay, this is a subject that many people really don't like to talk about, or just it's very sensitive and it's very understandable because when it comes to the next generation, involving our children and basically the next set of people that's going to be taking over when we're not, when we're no longer here. Okay, so it's very important to bring up these subjects and these topics because, you know, many people in this world have just grown up in very toxic environments. There are people who have um, grown up around negative people that aren't such of positive influences, people, that basically contribute to the way we are today. So I want to talk about that, because I feel like it's very important that we do not continue to pass down the things that we were brought into when it comes to this world. Okay? Not all of us were in a toxic environment. Not all of us were in, detrimental situations and, you know, um, situations to where we have to heal from old trauma. Not all of us have been in those situations because, I myself, I had positive parents, when it came to us, they always taught us well. Okay, they raised us the right way. They taught us how to respect people. They taught us how to, be of good, a good person. Basically we were well trained. Okay, because first of all, my family comes from a military background, so we definitely were taught discipline. We were definitely taught how to have morals and how to be respectful and how to treat other people and how to just be as a individual, with common sense, somebody who knows how to carry themselves. We were taught how to be independent. We were taught all of those things, but unfortunately not everybody has those, you know opportunities growing up when it comes to their households or parents or guardians or family members, just surrounding energies within themselves. Okay, so I was speaking to somebody the other day and I was talking about how, when it comes to our children, we may want certain things for them and we may want them to be a certain way of being. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Like, I wouldn't say it doesn't matter, but you know, we could train our children and, in the best way to go. But at the end of the day, it's always their decision of how they will be and how they will end up within their lives. Okay. As God says, train them up in the way they shall go, and they shall not part from it. That basically means, just teach them the right things, show them the right ways to go, teach them how to treat people with kindness, love, and respect. Okay? Just teach them to be good people in general, basically. And as you continue to teach them those things, they will grow up knowing how to carry themselves when we are no longer around, for that. Or, just training them to go about things in the right way and how to be a good person in general, and they may stray away from it as they get older. But guess what? What does God say? God says they will always come back to what you taught them. So even though they stray off, or they may stray off and do the wrong things, or they may do something to, kind of throw off their path of where they were meant to be, something in them will bring them back to you and what you taught them, or what they know is what's right. Okay, so you know, basically, we just have to be positive role models. We have to do the right things, show them the right things, and teach them the right things. Explain things to them that goes on within this world, within this life, within people that they will come across. Okay? We can't always shield them like how we want to, but we have to let them know what is out there and what can harm them and what can, cause destruction within their lives. We have to be those role models. Okay? A lot of us parents, we don't like to admit that, you know, sometimes we may lack where they need you to be strong. But a lot of people don't want to call themselves bad parents or anything like that. But, there are bad parents out there. But, I wouldn't label people as being, bad parents, the ones who actually try, the ones who actually, try to do their best to make things, to make a good life for them and their children. We have to realize one thing: we are not perfect. We are not perfect people, and there's no such thing as a perfect parent. No such thing. I don't care who the person is. I don't care how excellent they are when it comes to parenting. There is no such thing as a perfect person or a perfect parent. At the end of the day, we all have our flaws, and we all have our difficulties, and, points where we are weak. But guess what? It is up to us to heal those things, to heal our past trauma so that we don't pass it down to our children, to heal, even if you have an unstable relationship when it comes between the parents. Find a common ground that you guys can be on. Things such as, try not to argue and fight in front of the children. That is traumatizing. Okay? Try not to, just bring any unnecessary conflict within the home. That is things that we must work on. If we have certain toxic tendencies and habits and addictions and whatever, as people or parents, we must learn how to heal those things so that we can be the best version of us that we can be. Okay, like I said, a lot of us don't really want to admit where we go wrong, but guess what? That is the first step. What did I say in my book? What's this mess? More like, what's the message? The first message in the book was acknowledgement, which means acknowledging where you've gone wrong within whatever your situation is. Okay, a lot of us don't like to say, oh, I messed up here, or I shouldn't have done that, or this or that. Everybody is just ready to be defensive and go, oh, I'm a good parent, I'm a great parent, I'm this, I'm that. Just, it's okay to admit where you have gone wrong. It's okay, because guess what? When we learn how to fix those things and be better, your children will pay attention to that. Okay? There are people out here who, you know, I'm going to use an example. The situation, I was speaking to someone, and, they were talking about wanting to be a good parent